Hey everyone. I just came back from a great Mobility Field Day 7 event where I was fortunate to be a delegate alongside a lot of other great and smart people who surrounded the room as we watched all these presenters for 3 days talk to us about solutions and technologies that are going to change the way we do wireless networks. It all started with Juniper as they announced their EX4100 switch, which was cloud native, along with all the improvements to Marvis, which was going to increase the efficacy of how they detect and solve problems. And then we had Ruckus talk about scaling their cloud, doing IoT at the edge with their access points, which are already doing all the different frequencies for wireless. But the IoT area was quite extensive. There was a lot to it. And then they also talked about Cloud Path and how it can integrate with scaling large networks and properties that need to manage tenants, that kind of thing. And then we had Cisco talk about their 6 gigahertz analysis with their devices in their Ohio testing lab. That was really great information to see in terms of how we're going to design for 6 gigahertz as those devices come out. Then they talked about private 5G and their solution, what they're doing to provide 5G to customers that are demanding it. So we can see that trend here with Mobility Field Day, starting with private 5G, because from there, we moved on to Betacom talking about their 5G solution as well, how they are able to help airports solve challenges where they can't trench fiber. So they're using 5G as a backhaul to provide services to a hangar, as an example. We also heard from Solona, who showed us how to do a demo. They started off creating a private 5G network from scratch as we asked them questions, and they answered them beautifully. I really thought that for private 5G, who knew that this would be so easy for us to do, and the solutions differ from different companies. And so that's what really excited me as a way to provide another tool, another resource for even the clients that I work with. And then we heard from Fortinet as they discussed their FortiLink NAC that's going to be built into their FortiGate appliances. That is a useful solution for a lot of people who are trying to increase or improve their security posture. There's a lot to be said there. And then they talked about how they're going to build out their cloud, how you can combine your networks into a scalable cloud, manage your FortiGate appliances there as well, also your switches, and then your access points. So Fortinet's really coming along with their solution as they build up a cloud-based solution. They do have quite the breadth of products in their portfolio. They have everything that you can imagine. So all of that integrates very nicely together. Then we heard from 7Signal. 7Signal is providing a really interesting way to troubleshoot Wi-Fi networks and gain insight into what's happening. They gather so much metrics that for operations of lean IT teams, this is such a useful tool for them to troubleshoot even remote locations for point of sale systems, or even in carpeted office space if you needed to look into what was happening on your wireless network. They are now offering a client that can be installed on network devices such as Android, on the Macs and Windows computers, which will provide a lot more information to the dashboard. Then we heard the history of NetAlly as James discussed the history of NetAlly, all the solutions that they've been announcing at Mobility Field Day. And so they announced their AirCheck G3, which just has so much built into it that with a little handheld tool, you'd be surprised what you can do once you join the Wi-Fi network or once you plug into a wired network, being able to do all sorts of tests, different auto test profiles, even that I use with my own NetAlly handheld device, which speeds up the process of troubleshooting, then uploading that into Link Live for analysis. So we have all of our resources down below that we recorded, that we wrote about in regards to Mobility Field Day 7 and what our thoughts were. And we hope that you can check them out to see if you find something that is useful for you. So I want to thank you for watching this video. Bye, guys.